She noticed the man following her for the first time on a Tuesday evening. At first, she thought it was coincidence, just someone walking the same route. But when he matched her pace for 4 blocks, crossed at the same lights, and stood behind her in line at the corner store without buying anything, her skin prickled. He had a blank face, the kind you forget the second you look away. But his eyes stuck, pale, unblinking. She told herself not to overreact. It was a public street. Broad daylight, people everywhere. But the next night, he was there again. Different jacket, same stare. She changed her route, walked faster, took her phone out and called a friend just to talk loudly, hoping he'd hear. He didn't care. He followed anyway. She started to panic. Inside her apartment, she locked every window, double-checked the door, and kept a kitchen knife by the bed. Sleep came in short bursts, each one broken by imagined noises, footsteps outside the window, the sound of the lock turning. Friday, she stayed late at work. Her boss offered a ride, but she lied and said someone was picking her up. She just didn't want anyone else involved. If it was nothing, she didn't want to seem paranoid. The office was empty when she finally left. She walked quickly, glancing over her shoulder every few steps. Empty sidewalk, quiet night, but when she reached her building, she saw him. Across the street, standing still. He didn't move, just watched. She bolted inside, hands shaking as she locked the door behind her. That night, she barely slept. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw his face, expressionless, hollow. Saturday, she bought blackout curtains and pepper spray. Called the police, but they told her unless he threatened her or tried to break in, there wasn't much they could do. Document everything, they said. So she started taking pictures. Snapped one of him from across the street. Another when he stood by the lamppost near her work. Always distant, always watching. One day, she thought he was gone. 2 full days passed without a sighting. She started to breathe again. Laughed at herself. Maybe it had been her imagination. Maybe he just lived nearby, walked the same routes. Her brain had spiraled. That night, she slept. And woke to the sound of a soft click. Her heart pounded. She froze. Waited. Silence. She slipped out of bed, grabbing the knife. The hallway was empty. The windows were locked. But the front door, the deadbolt was still turned, but the knob, it was slightly ajar. She hadn't left it like that. She opened the door just enough to peek into the hall. No one. She shut it, locked it, and sat on the floor until sunrise. The next morning, she called a locksmith. Got the locks changed. Installed a chain and a camera above the door. When she checked the footage later that day, her hands trembled. At 3:12 a.m., the man appeared on the camera. Not from the hallway, but from inside the apartment. He stepped into view from the kitchen, looked directly at the lens, then walked back out of frame. She hadn't heard him leave, hadn't seen him go. Police came, searched the apartment. Nothing. No fingerprints. No forced entry. No one believed her. She moved out within a week. Found a new place across the city with a doorman and security cameras. Months passed. No sign of him. She was starting to forget the fear, let herself relax. Until one morning, as she got ready for work, she found a photo taped to her bathroom mirror. A still from her old security footage. The man staring into the lens. Underneath, in messy handwriting, "You sleep too heavy."